Ariza goes in, and he's off on his first shot of the game.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Aldridge with it, and it's Howard picking him up. They grab their own miss, and the layup's good off the glass.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Terry outside. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. It's another look. And Howard with the lay-in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. Aldridge can't get it to go. Capella dishes to Terry. Trains the three-pointer.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And here's Duncan, following Jason Terry's three. Duncan, the pass to Parker. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Aldridge wide open, he fires. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40, mostly because he only took threes, or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting threes.
Green dishes to Leonard. Stolen away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Terry with it, picked up by Aldridge. Fires, high post. Here's Howard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jones checked in for Capella. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Jason Terry.
You guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Here we go, San Antonio.
And guys, the wheels really fell off in Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And on the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
That doesn't go either for Lawson.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Up again, and Howard with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
And the best way to pile up points in a hurry, just run and get your buckets before the defense can get set.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And a wide-open look for Thornton. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
They double-team Ginobili. Anderson outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Ginobili the pass to Diaw. Clock at 4. Nice shot by Ginobili. Ginobili's got his first points in this one.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Mills. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Rockets on top. They're up by 11. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Check it out.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. Is the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Rockets leading by 11.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Capella in at the 4 spot. Here's Harden. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Here is Harden after the basket by San Antonio. Duncan with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. And the basket by Ginobili.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Adjustments have to be made, Greg. This timeout for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here.